Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Calgary Center for Spiritual Living, and welcome to the meditation services. My name is Monika Krammer, and I'm a minister here, and I have the pleasure this morning to guide you into meditation. So if you are ready here at the center and at home, make yourself comfortable, and if you feel this is okay, please close your eyes. And we go within. This morning we will have a centering meditation. Just following your breath inside, knowing there's nothing else to do other than breathe, listen, and be. Listen to that inner self with focus on the divine source that is inside of every being. We let the breath take us there, or perhaps the music. And as we go within, we feel that the divine is opening its arms, ready to greet us. So we let go of the daily thoughts that we have. We let go of worries or doubts. We go deeper than that, to the divine, that divine intelligence that is there for us. And we allow us in the next few minutes to be nurtured by that divine intelligence. It knows best what we need, because it has given itself to us already. All the gifts are here. All the elements to life are here. And we plug into that divine intelligence that is available to us right here, right now. And as we contemplate this, our mind may wander. So we give it a little mantra. When you feel the mind is wandering off, you can bring it back by focusing in on these few words that you may repeat over and over again, if you so choose. Spirit is I am. Spirit is I am. Spirit is I am. We are now coming slowly but surely back to this room. And in this moment, we feel grateful for having spent some time with Spirit in silence, in contemplation, in centering. We're fueled and refreshed and ready, prepared to face this day. Grateful for the gifts already given. Grateful for the power that is within, guiding me, holding me up, preparing me to be me. And so with this, we move our fingers and our toes, stretch a little bit, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back fully to this wonderful day, ready to have an awesome service. Namaste.
Struck by lightning sounds pretty frightening, but you know the chances are so small. Struck by a bee sting, nothing but a bee thing. Better chance you're gonna buy it at the mall. But there's a 23 or 4 to 1 that you could fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, tell the bookie, put a bet on, not a damn thing will go wrong. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright for another night. Hit by the A-train, crashed in an airplane. I wouldn't recommend either one. Taken by a great white or a meteorite. Guess there ain't a way to go that's fun. But somewhere in the world someone is gonna fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, no it's never gonna let up, so you might as well sing along. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright for another night. Sure, things go wrong, but I'll take my chances. Odds are long, so why not play? Struck by lightning sounds pretty frightening, but you know the chances are so small. Hit by the A-train, crashed in an airplane. Better chance you're gonna buy it at the mall. But somewhere in the world someone is gonna fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, cause I'm never gonna let up, so you might as well sing along. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright tonight. Odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright. Odds are we're gonna be alright for another night.
Is that me now? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Sunday. Rev Lesley here in substituting for our beloved Dr. Pat. We're going to send her our good wishes and healing and everything. She did come down with a small case of you-know-what. So she played it safe last Sunday and this Sunday, and I'm sure she'll be back with us next Sunday. She's done her quarantining and actually is feeling much better. So thank you very much. Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Pat. We love you. So welcome to our, is this working? Slides? What's up? Oh yeah, welcome. Okay, good morning. So we honor everybody on their path, wherever your lifestyle choices, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, we honor your journey to understand a spiritual experience, a spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey, a spiritual life. And so we have many of our different teachings on the screen there. There's Christianity, Buddhism, the way of the warrior path, and all kinds of things. And so whoever you are, wherever you are on your path, we honor and respect you. We know that everybody is here for whatever reasons they come, and we're here to support you on that. We embrace all faith traditions here. That's the beauty of our teaching, is that we are a philosophy, and we teach people how to think, not what to think. And that's the premise of it. We work on building our consciousness on a daily basis, and we do that by embracing all of the world's teachings, because there's so many similarities. And as our Dr. Pat says, there's 8 billion people on the world. There's 8 billion ways to find your spiritual, spiritual path for yourself. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Is there anybody here new today to the center? Just raise your hand and let us know you're here. So we've got a couple over here and a gal over there. Welcome. Thank you for coming out. We're happy to have you here. So afterwards, if you'd like to chat with anybody, that would be great. And we can take your contact information and sign you up for our newsletter. So I'd be happy to help you with that after the service. So that's what we know. And we're going to start with our congregation song. So let's welcome Elevation back. And if you like, you can stand up.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say, I recognize the God in you.
Say, I recognize the God in you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
We come together.
We come together. Next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say, God loves me and I love you too.
Say, God loves me and I love you too.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
We come together.
We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. So take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say namaste, I bow to you.
Say namaste, I bow to you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Right on. I saw a YouTube video of another spiritual singer in our tradition, in our teaching, and he sang that song a couple days ago. And it's like, I really want that song for Sunday, and I should text Amy, but nah. And then look, I got what I wanted. Hey, that's kind of like what we're here for. All right. So we got a few announcements. We have lots going on at our center, in spite of being, with the restrictions and stuff like that. So we have lots to talk about. So right now, anybody that was a contributor throughout the year, you will get those in the mail. And if you haven't received it by, I have a small ear, sorry. And with glasses, this thing is dumb. Okay, so if you haven't received it by February, please check your, they're sending it by email, not by mail. That's good. Okay, so check your spam folder. If not, phone the office, and they can get it to you another way. So Conscious Seekers are meeting Monday nights at 7 o'clock. That's by Zoom. And Wednesday afternoons, we have coffee with Dr. Pat, which is great. Just check in, and people can talk about the Sunday service or whatever they want, whatever's on their mind, which is great. And it's a real great time to have time with Dr. Pat. And Thursdays, we have a meditation, and it's really helpful. It's run by our ministers and practitioners, so you can log in. It's about 20-25 minutes and really great. And then we have our saging circle for our young old people. They get a fantastic presentation on over the Christmas service, and oh my gosh, they are fabulous. They do so much more than just get together and talk. They are really go-getters. So if you're feeling like you need a little more vitality, you might join the Saging Circle Saturdays at 10 a.m. And now I'm going to invite up our beautiful Monika, Reverend Monika, and she will give us our spiritual mind treatment, or positive prayer as we call it. Thank you.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love. I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love.
There's only one power, one indivisible energy that is already ready and able to be found and accepted by all beings. It is there no matter what. It is right here, as a matter of fact, in this room, in all beings. It is in me, and I'm expressing myself through that energy, that divine energy that knows only good. And so I express it through me, as me, and know this for each and every one in this universe. That this divine energy is a method of expressing itself through each being. Each being is a channel of this divine energy. And so I open myself up to be whole and perfect and complete, to express love that there is and all the good that there is. It is reflected in perfect health for all beings in this universe. It is the rising up of strength and hope and gratefulness. And in this energy, I give thanks. I give thanks and accept whatever comes my way as a power that is inevitable to be expressed. So therefore, I am saying thank you, universe, for including me. Thank you, universe, for letting me be a part of this life. And I accept this wholeheartedly and release it to be manifested right here, right now. And together we affirm it and claim it by saying, and so it is.
I am dropping down to the truth of who I am. I am dropping down, surrendering in love.
How beautiful, Monika. Thank you so much. We have a host of practitioners and ministers here at the center, and they are willing and able to work with you, to do spiritual mind treatment, to be a spiritual coach with you. So If any of you are feeling like you need some help and want to get, through something, or you just want more of what you already have going on, definitely you can reach out. You can call the office or go to the website and book yourself some time with one of our practitioners or ministers. Thank you so much, Monika. That was beautiful. At the center, so here's why we're here. We have this large vision, and this is the vision of what we are as a spiritual center. So repeat with me. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. It's a very large vision. And this, our mission statement, is how we're going to get to our vision. The Calgary Center for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness. And that, I wanted to focus on one line in there. We co-create an inclusive community. That is really, really powerful for us. That is our mission. We want everyone to feel welcome here. We're creating a world that works for everyone, and that includes anybody. And we want you to know that we love and support you in any way that we can. So thank you for that. And now, dance time. It's Elevation featuring Amy Bishop and all our fantastic musicians. Thank you. Warm welcome.
I'd rather stand on the edge of a cliff and hang my toes over a bit, and then jump when they dare me, even if it scares me and I get hurt. I'd rather build my wings on the way down, do my best not to fall to the ground, and then laugh at my mistakes, 'cause each one's a lesson I learned. I'd rather burn with desire deep in my soul than love like a fire that's out of control, and laugh and dance and fall and chance and kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather risk. Well, I guess I could just play it safe and forget about love, hope, and faith, with my eye on the shoreline, keeping my boat tight, staying home. But I'll never discover new lands if I'm keeping my feet on the sand. No, I'd rather set sail and get carried away by the storm. I'd rather burn with desire deep in my soul, and love like a fire that's out of control, and laugh and dance and fall and chance and kiss. I'd rather live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. I'd rather I'd rather burn with desire in my soul, love like a fire that's out of control, and live my whole life with a sense of abandon, squeeze every drop out no matter what happens, and not wonder what I missed. Oh, I just can't resist the chance.
That's an Amy original. Oh, no? Oh, Paul Brandt. Wow. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that with us today. And big hand for our musicians, Elevation, Oliver, Steph, Miguel, and our beautiful Lisa. I love her. Could you do me a favor and bring up my stand? It's easier to not make a mistake. Thank you. All righty. Today, we've been doing a series for the last couple of weeks, Back to Basics, and so today I'm going to talk, we're kind of going out of order because somebody's not here, and I'm really happy to be here today, for sure. And I would just like to, so I was planning to do the fourth one, not the third one, so we're going to switch it up. I'll do the fourth, and Dr. Pat will be back for the third topic next week. So just to recap what we talked about, the first week, and these are from the very first pages in our Science of Mind textbook, and it's in the introduction. So first topic of that is the thing itself. And Dr. Pat talked about the study of science of mind. That's what it is. The thing itself is a study in first cause, spirit, God, mind, or that invisible essence, the ultimate stuff and the intelligence which comes from the power back of creation. That's a lot there, but it's like there's this animating life force back of everything that's created. And that is the thing itself. So Ernest Holmes chose that because some people have issues around the word God or Buddha or Allah, whatever. So it's the thing itself. It's that one thing, that animating life force that gives to us. And it's love or God, and it's the divine givingness that Monika talked about in her treatment, is that divine givingness. That is, God is giving to us constantly. And there is a law, which is a creative force that may be consciously directed and definitely used for our benefit. So that seems like there's two things going on, but really it's two parts of the one thing, the one mind, the one life. And then the second week was the way it works. So how does it work? The thing then works for us by working through us. And it always does this. It becomes power to us only when we recognize it as a power. When we tap into that power, we can use it and utilize it for good in our lives. And the next topic, the third chapter in there, is what it does. Dr. Pat will be talking about this section next Sunday. It's this infinite in spirit operating through an impersonal law. And love points the way, God points the way, and law makes it possible. Love is spontaneous, and the law is impersonal. So when we say impersonal, the law just obeys. It's a thing that just obeys us. It's, you just say your word, you state your word, and then the law says, okay, that's what you want. It's kind of like this is what I learned when I was when I was taking my training. It's like an oven. An oven never questions what you put in it, right? It just cooks it. You throw the baby in there, it's going to cook it. It's not going to say, oh my God, it's a baby, take it out. No. And it's not going to let you know when things are burning. So, it's that impersonal. So now we're kind of getting into the meat of this thing, right? And you want to be careful about what you're thinking because you might not want more of that, right? So that's one of the good things and not so good things about our teaching. Anyways, and today we're going to talk about how to use it, or what to do to put this teaching into your life. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, was adamant that we take time to implement these teachings, not just by studying the ideas and the philosophy, but actually putting it to use. All science, and we are the science of mind, all science starts with a theory, and it becomes real to us as far as we demonstrate the theory. So some of us, after we've taken a couple of classes or whatever, we went out into the world. There's no sick people. There's no poverty. There's no needy people. Everything is perfect. Well, when we do that, other people call us crazy. They're like, what are you talking about? Can't you see that there's hospitals full of sick people and there's food banks everywhere? So we need to do more than simply announce these principles that we're learning. We need to demonstrate through our own experiments and through our own results. We can tell people about them then. So here's what we know. We know that there's an infinite intelligence animating this world and our lives, and there is a law, and some people call it the law of attraction, and it must flow through us to manifest for us, and it responds to everybody, whether you know it or not. If you think it doesn't work, well, guess what? It's working by not working. And God, it does not punish us. Does not punish us. The punishment is when the automatic result of ours not using the law constructively. So I want to ask you, what is the ultimate reality? It's not form, it's not this stand, it's not this building. The ultimate reality is harmony, beauty, truth, and perfection. This is the nature of God and truth. And that's truth with a capital T. There is a truth, the truth of our being, the truth that lives within us, who we really are when we take away all the not enoughness that we might experience. And then I ask you, what do humans crave the most? Freedom. To love who we want to love, to live where we want to live, to work in a career that we love to do, to play where we want to play, to travel where we want. How many of us now are living that life of freedom? Raise your left hand. Yeah. And how many have a few roadblocks in the way that they'd like to get over? Yeah. Well, we're all in the right place at the right time, right here, right now. And during the pandemic, this probably has really come to create the most difficult hardship for everyone, was the curtailing of our freedoms. I mean, how many people have said, you can't stop me from doing that? So the pandemic has really shown us that, yes, humans crave freedom. We don't want to be told where to go and what to do and when to do it. There's too many arguments about it and unhappy feelings and things like that. And sometimes we just feel stuck in our lives. I know I did. In 2008, here's a story about me. I bought a condo in Kelowna. I had just left my husband for the second time, and now it was really over. For sure it was over. Okay, it wasn't really, but it was. I felt so free. I had this beautiful sanctuary. I called it my sanctuary. And it was so beautiful. And well, within a few months, the economy in Kelowna crashed. It just went, it might have done that here too, I don't know. Anyways, my condo value dropped by $70,000, within 4 months of me buying it. And I was like, egats. Now what? I was trapped. I was living there. I couldn't sell it because I owed more than I could sell it for. And this weighed on me so heavily. I was like, oh my God, I was alone now, and this is such a burden, and I felt so powerless. It was terrifying. So I ask you, what happened? Nothing. I still owned the condo. I still had a job. I could easily make the mortgage payments. I had my savings. I could buy gas and food, and I could go out with my friends and movies. I could travel. I could do all of that. So nothing had changed. But you don't understand. I couldn't move. What if I needed to sell it? And this is what I wanted. I wanted that. I felt this feeling of entrapment. And that idea I embedded into my consciousness, that I was trapped and bound by the housing market in Kelowna. While owning my condo, I began to learn a very valuable lesson. I can make up stories about myself, and then I live them as if they're true. That's no fun. If it's that kind of story that I'm trapped and I'm hopeless. So how did this embedded idea make me feel? Afraid, angry, victimized by some unseen force called the Kelowna housing market. And I share this with you because this situation was so real to me. My story began to have some weight, and it started to get, and it was like, it was so real. It brought up all kinds of insecurities. I gained a little weight. I stopped caring for myself, and I began to slip into that, not so stellar life of living the mundane autopilot, stuck in a job feeling that you never can quit. So anyone here had those feelings before? You're stuck in a situation you can't get out. You've got a job. I can't leave it. I need the money. A relationship that, you stayed too long in. That was my experience. Anyways, even friendships can border on these entrapment feelings. We feel, we're so caring. We always want to make sure people are okay. And so we don't often do that. So, lucky for me, or was it luck? I think it might have been inspirational. I had already been attending the Center for Spiritual Living Kelowna for about a year at that time, and I wanted to become a practitioner, so I started studying the insights, the ideas, the skills, the teachers, and most importantly, the community of the Kelowna Center began to have its way with me. I got through prac training, I got into ministerial training. So one day I was in my group, and I thought I'd share about this. And I was told how stuck I was in my condo and that I would never be out, I couldn't move and blah, blah, blah. At that point, it had been 5 years that I'd been living there, and the value had gone up incrementally. It was probably about 30 grand at that point that it was better. But my teacher, Dr. Ken, promptly challenged me. What? He's like, Lesley, are you telling me that you are bound in life by the Kelowna housing market? Well, I wanted to argue with him and defend my idea. It's true, don't you know? I'm a victim. I've been living this for 5 years. And he said, what about God as being your source? That all solutions come not from without, but they come from within, not the material plane. And Lesley, you are fully and completely supported by a spirit that creates universes. You're not supported by the job market or the housing market, and that your freedom lies within you. Kapow! I wish I could say that I jumped for joy in that moment, because that would be a great story of transformation, wouldn't it? However, actually I was a bit miffed with him. It took me a time to get over that. But I did want to really, really, really understand this teaching. I really wanted to believe and have faith and really change my mind about all of that. I wanted to know that my higher power fully supported me and cared for me. And I had this chant I used. God's infinite resources are so much greater than my limited resources. I tap into the divine consciousness and allow its inspiration and guidance and ideas to flow into me now. 4 years later, I quit my business, I rented my condo, and I began my adventures in Calgary. Now, I never, ever, ever, 4 years later, would have ever had that courage to do that, to move to a new city and a new province with no job and no support. But I absolutely knew that I now had that deep, abiding faith and absolute certainty that I was fully supported by the intelligence of the whole universe. I was so free, and I knew that I was embarking on the next greatest version of Lesley. Yowzers, what freedom when I jumped into my car and drove east. I was happy. I was in harmony with the ultimate experience, the ultimate reality. I was in harmony. I was in loving life. I was expanding myself, and I am and was unstoppable. So, do you know that there's 117 references in our textbook to freedom? That's our Science of Mind textbook. And actually, 9 of them are in the first few pages. Ernest talks about the seed of freedom is implanted in our deep within us, wherever that place is inside of you. Mine seems to be right in here, and sometimes it's up here, but mostly it's down in my heart area. And that's the seed. And he says that we must make this discovery for ourselves. No one else can grant us freedom. We need to do that ourselves. We need to build our consciousness into this freedom. And here's what Ernest Holmes says. The road to freedom lies not through mysteries or occult performances, but through the intelligent use of nature's forces and laws. The law of mind is a natural law in the spiritual world. Has anybody noticed that we're not talking about stuff here? Cars, homes, lovers, skiing, hiking, jobs, diets, any of the myriad of things that the world, that stuff that the world says that we need in order to feel whole. No, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about states of consciousness, freedom, joy, peace, harmony, calm, vitality, aliveness, love, satisfaction, harmony, beauty, light. These are all the qualities of a state of consciousness that we strive for. And most of all, that sense of freedom, perfection, and truth. My story was about being tied, literally tied in my mind. I had mental chains tied to my stuff, and how that stuff dictated my moods and my abilities and my living. Once I began to allow more and more of these teachings into my mind, to embody them and to begin to do my own experiments, things really got better. My thinking cleared up, my outward experiences got more positive, and my overall well-being was vastly improved. Who here has experienced that improvement in their lives since attending the centers and using these philosophies? Yeah, lots of us. So the question is, how do we use this power? From our textbook, a practitioner, and I just inserted this here, Ernest is referring to anybody who's ever attended once to our center or read our classes, done anybody he considers a practitioner. So a practitioner uses thought definitely, and for specific purposes, and the more definitely he uses the law, the more directly it, and that's the law, will respond to him. So that's like the oven. I would like to expand that quote into three user-friendly ideas. So the 3 ideas are letting go of the what isness, playing in the future, and being easy. So to let go of the what isness around us is an experience of letting go of the now. So, often we say you want to create more money for yourself in your bank account, or you want a new job or a new lover. Letting go of what is now is checking, some people check their bank account every day, and it's like, oh, this is no good. And it's like, what do you feel like when you check your bank account every day? And it's not getting any bigger, right? Oh, it's getting smaller. It's worse. So bemoaning the lack of money. And then you see others in love, and you're like, oh, poor me, I don't have a lover, and I want one. Or, you got a job you don't like, you go to work, and you begin to hate it more and more. And you just like, this kind of thinking is not so helpful. Remember, we like to make up stories for ourselves, and now we know there's a law, and it's listening to us. So letting go of the what isness is what we need to do. It's not here. And how do we do that? We begin to play in the future. We begin to see your future in your meditations, using affirmations like the one I did that I had, and using spiritual mind treatment, much like what Reverend Monika did. When we do those kinds of things, we elevate ourselves, we elevate our consciousness. Classes are awesome too, and we've got Prosperity Plus class coming up. Was that on the slide? Oh, I don't think it was. Anyways, there is a prosperity class coming up on February 5th, and it's online and in person, so it's going to be fun. You can do it either way, whatever suits you. So be specific and definite. Say to yourself, lots of people have the kind of money that I want in my bank account. How does that statement feel? That feels way better than, oh my God, it's going down. Or I see lovers everywhere. And when I see lovers, I know that my lover is coming to me soon. Or you could say at work, hey, this isn't what I want right now, but I know that Spirit's working on a good job for me. A perfect job is coming my way soon. And so we can really savor those feelings, really embrace those ideas and add upon them, and just spend a few moments every day activating that beautiful law of mind that's going to act on what we're saying. And if we punch it up with those feelings, woo, watch out. I want to say, though, as I said earlier, this is not about the job, the money, or the lover that's going to make us happy. It's the feelings that those things represent to us. More money equals more satisfaction. A lover equals feeling loved and being able to give love. And a great job is feeling accomplished and happy and useful to our society, depending on what you're doing. And that's where playing the future is seeing ourselves as if we already have it. And lastly, we want to know that this stuff is easy. As Emma Curtis Hopkins said, the violets do not strain and struggle to be in harmony with their lives. Mountains do not groan and labor to be great. And what she's saying here, she's saying they just are. They just be their beautiful selves. We can go to the Rockies anytime and, we just soak it up because they're just being themselves. So, oops, not that one yet. Back. So let go of groaning. Let go of struggle. This stuff is easy. Stop trying too hard. Like, how many here have tried hard to do something? Oh, I'm going to try hard to exercise. Oh, I got to really drink my water. Like, that's our punishing self. We want to be easy and joy. This science of mind is fun, easy, and all-encompassing. Now we watch our thoughts, throw out the old ones that don't feel good, and replace them with satisfying thoughts. Some guy cuts you off in traffic, throw out that idea of the annoyance. Don't let it take hold of you. Just start thinking about how much you love driving, how much you love your car, how much there's a power in the universe that helps you. There's flowers and babies and kisses. So this is what Ernest says. God is not sick. God is not poor. God is not unhappy. God is never afraid. God is never confused. God is never out of his place. The premise upon which all mental work is based is perfect God, perfect man, perfect being. All right, let's take a couple of minutes to experiment right now. I invite you to close your eyes, and as I guide you in a visualization, I'm going to repeat a phrase a couple times, and I'd like you to swirl that phrase around in your head and in your body and around you, and just feel what this phrase feels like. And notice what thoughts arise, and take a moment to really enjoy this phrase. All right, eyes closed. Breathe in. Breathe out, just relaxing. Today, God works wonders in my life. Today, God works wonders in my life. Just notice what's coming up for yourself. God works wonders in my life. Today, God works wonders in my life. And here's another phrase. Today, I playfully hold on to my ideas of truth. This is not hard. It's easy. Today, I playfully hold on to my ideas of truth. This is not hard. It's easy. Okay, now you can open your eyes. So we are not forcing the universe to act upon our word. We don't care about how it gets done. Honestly, our job is to set it. It's like putting it into a mold or into plasticine, something. You know, we're setting our word, and then we sit back and we let the law take care of it. It is there, up there, doing it. It's conspiring. It's bringing all the pieces together on our behalf. And that's why we can do that. And where's that button? That was easy. You know, we just want to be easy about this stuff. We have certainty, for sure. We have clarity, for sure. It's definite and specific. And this is how we use the thing itself and the law of mind in our daily lives. So I invite you to be your own scientist, letting go of the what isness, focusing on your future, acting as if it's already here, and being easy about it. And I close with the words of Ernest Holmes. Whoops, back one. Where's the words? They're gone. Lucky I have it written down. The inherent nature of man is forever seeking to express itself in terms of freedom. We will do well to listen to this inner voice, for it tells us of a life wonderful in its scope, of love beyond our wildest and fondest dreams, of a freedom that our soul craves. I love you all. I bless you all. Namaste. Thank you. And I invite our beautiful band Elevation to come on up and elevate our souls. Thank you.
Reminding itself how to become a tree. There's a power in a cell, and it's capable of making a you or a me. There's a power in a word, vibrating at a frequency. There's a power inside, there's a power inside. That power is love. Revealed when an open broken heart begins to be healed. It breaks like the sky when the long dark night starts spinning on the wheel of the world. Watch it rise. Out of the ashes comes another day, a bright light shining so bright through the perfect blue eyes, surprised every time they fall in love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. There's a force in the fist. When unclenched, it ceases to exist. It shifts into light. So much freedom releases from the wrist. So insist on bliss, 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 and love, 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 love. itself had to become a tree. There's a power in the cell, and it's capable of making you and me. There's a power in the word love, vibrating at a frequency. There's a power inside, there's a power inside. That power is love. The sea, reminding itself how to become a tree. There's a power in the cell, and it's capable of making you over me. There's a power in the word love, vibrating at a frequency. There's a power inside, there's a power inside. That power is love.
Wow, that tied in so amazing too. That is so great. Oh, I left my clicker. I think there's. Could you? That would be great. Thank you very much. You're so helpful. And it's time for us to support our center. We absolutely cherish and treasure your contributions to our center. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. There's no Vatican, there is a head office or home office, but they take care of their own expenses too. So there's many ways to send money to us, e-transfer, website, send a check. You can donate right now in the sanctuary, and you can call the office and put it on a credit card. And we also have conscious commitment, whereas like for myself, I just give them my credit card and they just charge it on the 1st of every month, and that works really well as well. So while we're doing that, we will be singing. First of all, hey, let's do an affirmation. Because we know they work now. I just told you they do. So together we'll say, I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow. And all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. How about a song? 1, 2, 3.
I thank love for everything. 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 I thank love for everything.
Wow, you guys sound fantastic. It's great to have people back in the sanctuary. If you out there in Facebook land ever feel like you want to get an extra jolt of energy, come on down to the center. We are open and we'd love to have you here. So it's a great day, and I just would like to have a little thing that we do. Everybody take your hands and put them together, and we're just going to rub them, and then we're going to send out healing vibes to Dr. Pat and to everybody else in the whole universe. Whatever you want to send out, what thing do you want to send out? One of those ultimate reality things. You just send it out. Okay, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Thank you, everyone.
Used to think maybe you love me, now baby I'm sure. And I just can't wait for the day that you knock on my door. Now every time I go for the mailbox, gotta hold myself down. 'Cause I just can't wait till you write me you're coming around. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Hey. I used to think maybe you love me, now I know that it's true. But I don't want to spend my whole life just waiting on you. I don't want you back for a weekend, not back for a day. Said, baby, I just want you back, and I want you to stay. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Hey, all right now, and don't it feel good? I feel alive, feel the love, I feel the love that's really real. I feel alive, feel the love that's really real. On sunshine, baby, yeah. I'm walking on sunshine, baby, yeah. I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, and don't it feel good? Hey, all right now, and don't it feel good? Hey, don't it feel good? Woo! Don't it feel good? Have a wonderful week, everybody.